Well, we've got the frame in the apartment and we're wet sanding just some final parts of it. Now with this, you can see there's a little distortion of specks in there, but because I'm not in a dust-free environment, that's to be expected, so I don't stress out about that, because rubbing compound on 5 coats of black enamel will give us a positive shine when we're through. And some of these areas have already been wet sanded and repainted. Got one there. And with a little bit of rubbing compound and shine, we'll have tubes that are gloss black and completely hardened layer by layer over about 3 weeks now. Now I've got one thing I wanted to show you here is the original decal on the frame here is underneath latex that I brushed on carefully to cover this, because this is interesting. I've never seen a replacement decal. I'm sure they're around, but I've never seen a good decal even for the headstock of a BSA, and this one didn't have a headstock decal piled arms on the front, I guess. Maybe it did, but I don't think so. And this says BSA Motorcycles Limited, and that this motorcycle complies with USA Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards in force as of 1st January 1969. Now, that means that it's a pretty stock decal. I would say that that's the original decal pretty safely with the story I know on the bike. And I've covered that with latex to protect it while I built up 5 coats of paint around it. Now, once I rubbing compound and wet sand this area carefully, I'll be able to retain this original decal and then polish it up as the final polish with wax and all of that, so that it's been retained on the actual frame, feathering out any paint that might be around the edges so that it is a square. So I'm going to do that to the other side where it says Made in England, maybe do a little resto on that one, but I like the fact that it's shown its age for the 40 years, and I wanted to preserve that rather than just replace it. And sanding is fine. There's a lot of spec welds on this frame. This angle is quite interesting, because you would think that almost your frame was bent backwards by the shroud that they use on A65s and these triples, I guess. But this, I can't really fix too easily, this one bending it out here, so I might just weld a piece on there since it's not too visible. And I know that it's not perfect, and I'm not intending on selling this bike, so making it public does not matter. But we're making good progress, and we're going to be finished this weekend and get the wheels back on it and the bearings. So that was my progress, and Friday night at home painting the R3. Couldn't ask for a better thing to do. Pretty fun. The rear swing arm's finished pretty much. I have to polish that with rubbing compound, but that is the gloss that we're looking for. And a lot of it won't show, but that's important to make sure you do a good job on every aspect of the frame, and then you're in good practice. No shortcuts and no powder coating, so no intense loss of originality.